Unati, I agree with that. All right, we're going to be going back to algebraic expressions and no, Kama, that's not how we work. All right, so we're going to be starting with the way that they normally start any exam paper. This is question 1 and question 2 work that we're looking at over here, guys. And the first part is always simplify. All right, now remember, guys, simplify basically just means take away the brackets. Take away the brackets. And the way we take away the brackets is to multiply the thing on the outside of the bracket with the thing on the inside of the bracket. All right, each of the things need to be multiplied together. All right, so if I asked you guys to solve for this first one over here, everyone's write number 1 down, solve for number 1. Once you're done, solve for number 2 for me. And once you're done, solve for number 3. Okay. I'm not Tida. Okay, I'm going to give everybody 5 minutes. 5 minutes might be a lot. I'll give you guys 3 minutes to solve for numbers 1 and 2, and then we'll come back to the answers in just a little bit. Okay, ready, set, go. While I check out what's going on in these comments, because it seems lit. This is why I'm saying Tamama's going to creative writing. Shoo, Unati is already done. Guys, you need to keep up. Awesome, guys. Keep those messages coming. Oh, Busani's like, I'm writing paper 1 maths tomorrow. I think you came at the right time, Busani, because we're doing paper 1 things today. So Snenjabulo and Busani, you guys came at the correct time. Well done. Nicely done. Apile, I'm helping you guys revise. See, I'm such a great teacher. I'm awesome. Yes, Sinobile, awesome. This is me helping you guys, hey? Excellent. All right, guys, let's start with number 1. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply in, okay? And we're just going to match like with like. Okay, signs with signs, numbers with numbers, variables with variables. Okay, so I'm going to get AB times 4A squared B, and the answer I'm going to get out is 4A cubed B squared, and then I'm going to have AB times 3AB squared, and that's going to give me minus 3A squared B cubed. All right. Can I minus this one thing from the other? Will my answer be A over B? Is that the kind of answer I would get, or would I get something like AB? Would I get AB? Anybody agree with me? Lesedi's like, no. Do we agree? Yes or no? Waruna says no. Retsepile says no. Nkantla also says no. Hello, Nkantla. Hi, Mamello. No, good. No, good. Because we are subtracting and we cannot subtract things that are unlike terms. And we can see here that this one has a b squared and this one has a b cubed and this one has an a cubed and this one has an a squared. So we can't actually minus one from the other. That's it, Liche. The exponents are not the same. Excellent stuff. All right. I'm glad we all know how to do this. Okay. That's it. Hi, Kimotoko. Oh, it's always nice to see people like halfway through they answer one of my questions are like, where have you been? All right, let's look at this next one over here. Now, when we are multiplying for this kind of question, we always need to multiply top and then bottom and bottom. All right, I know that you guys know this method as the FOIL method, but I will explain just now why I call it top, bottom, instead of FOIL. Okay, so I'm going to get 3x times 5x. That's going to give me 15x squared. 3x times 7b will give me plus 21bx. Negative 2b plus 5x will give me negative 10bx. And then negative 2b plus 7 times 7b will give me negative 14b squared. Now, what do I still need to do, guys? I know, Lwazi, no worries. What do I still need to do, everyone? Good. Minus, what am I minusing? That's it, Nkechi. I am minusing or adding like terms. Good. And I do have like terms in this particular question. 21b squared, bx minus 10bx. All right, so I can rewrite this as 15x squared. 21 minus 10 would just give me positive 11bx minus 14b squared. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you managed to get both of those right. Hi, Amogelang, no worries. Excellent. Okay, you're off to a great start. This means in any exam that you have to write, you've already got about 4 or 5 marks in the bag, which is lovely. Ah, beautiful, Caleb. Excellent stuff. Well done. Okay, Jonathan, we're not going to factorize, my sweetie, because the instruction says simplify. And simplify means multiply out. Okay, it means to multiply out, and that's what we're doing here. All right, let's look at number 3 over here. Number 3 says x minus y multiplied by x squared plus xy plus y squared. Now, this is why I don't call it FOIL. I call it top. Because once I have a third thing that I need to multiply with, I can then just go top, and I can do the same at the bottom. I can go bottom. And that's why my FOIL is actually called a top, bottom instead. Because now I can just extend the top by one more. Top, bottom. So we don't actually have to do any of that. All right, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to do the sum. Remember to add and subtract like terms. Okay, when you're done, you can pop your favorite emoji in the chat. You've got 2 minutes, go. Oh, Mawande. Okay, if you've done it already, you can go ahead and do, okay, I'll give everybody a chance to do 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So for those of you who are like, you're done, do 4. Do 4 as well. Okay. Hello, Isayan. Awesome to see you again. Loving that emoji, Jonathan. Hi, my sweetie. Awesome to have you with us again, Isayan. Loving the emojis. Busani, your emoji is a little... I mean, oh, Unati's gonna make me hungry. Oh, McDonald's. Oh, fries. Guys, I'm hungry. Don't. Please don't. Unati, you're literally my worst enemy right now. Anotira, what? A coffin. Nzali, Chifaro, guys, I don't like you very much right now. How are you guys doing this to me right now? Knowing that I'm so hungry, why are you doing this to me? Ah, I do like that song. And it's also because I like Wham and I like George Michael, but that's beside the point. Mamelo, how's it going, my sweetie? Who said stew emoji?
Hey, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie. How are you doing?
I just wanted to answer number 3. I'm
Yes.
done with number 3 and 4.
Excellent. Oh, I love to hear it. All right, let's answer number 3 together. Okay, let's go for it. Ready? Tell me what to write.
3x. 3, no, ma'am. 3 cubed. X cubed.
Cubed. Okay, good. X cubed. I was like, oh, okay, good. X cubed. Good.
Plus S squared. X squared. Y.
Good.
Plus X. Y squared.
Good. You can keep going, my sweetie. I'm going to write as fast as you speak. Keep going.
Okay, ma'am. Minus X squared. Y. Minus X squared Y.
X squared Y or XY squared?
X squared Y, ma'am.
But I'm pretty sure negative Y times XY would give us XY squared.
Oh, I made a mistake.
That's okay, my sweetie. Let's just keep going and let's see what we get. All right. What was your last one? Negative Y times Y squared. What did you get?
Negative 3. And no, ma'am, Y cubed. Yo.
Y cubed. Good. All right. I think I know what you're saying. You're just saying something different, but I know what you wrote down. All right. Let's see what's going to happen here, Mamelo, because we need to now add and subtract like terms. Right. So what are we going to get?
X cubed.
X cubed.
Then we are going to put our like terms together. Good. So we have plus X squared Y minus X squared Y. Good.
And that's going to give us?
They are going to cancel each other.
Beautiful. What next?
Then our X Y squared is going to cancel with the positive XY squared is going to cancel with the negative XY squared.
Beautifully done. Good. And what do we have left now?
Now we are left with negative Y cubed.
Beautiful. Look at that. Even with the tiny little mistake, you still get it right, my sweetie. Mwah.
Yes.
Excellent. Well done. Amazing. Ooh, just whole vibes. Now I feel like you guys have already got this in the bag. I think it's because everybody has already written this section in their exam. So it's kind of nice. Okay. The topic is algebraic expressions, my sweetie. Okay. Yes, Amogelang is going to do number 4. Nolwazi, if you want to do number 4, I've got many more to do. So we're going to raise our hand and then we're going to do those. Amogelang, how are you doing?
Hey, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie.
Oh, I wanted to do number 4.
Yes, let's do number 4. Absolutely. Let's go. Okay. What's the first thing I need to do here, my sweetie?
We put 2 brackets because it's 6a minus 2b in brackets squared.
Good. 6a minus 2b in the first bracket. What goes into the second bracket?
6a minus 2b again.
Beautiful. 6a minus 2b. Oh, wonderful. And then we can just FOIL. Yes? Do a top, and a bottom. All right. Tell me what you wrote, Amogelang.
I wrote 6a and 6a is equals to 36a squared.
Good. 36a squared. Just give me the whole sentence. 36a squared.
Minus minus 12ab
Good. Minus 12ab. Keep going.
minus another 12ab
Beautiful.
minus 4b squared.
Ooh, minus a negative and a negative should have given us
Oh, plus a positive.
Plus 4b squared. Excellent. All right. Let's clean it up a little bit. What are my like terms? My negative 12ab's, yes?
So they cancel each other.
No, they don't. They're both negative.
Oh,
They
they're
can't-
both negative.
Mhm. So
So
we're going to
add them.
good.
They give us negative 24ab.
Good. So I need a whole sentence. What can I write?
36a squared
Good. 36a squared.
minus 24ab
Beautiful.
plus 4b squared.
Plus 4b squared. Wonderful. Just all around. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Excellent. Very well done. Okay. Nicely done, Amkhalang. Amazing stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, guys. We're done. This is as hard as simplification is going to get in grade 10. Okay. We're now going to talk about factorization. Let's talk about factorization, guys. Now, I want us to note that whenever we are factorizing, guys, we're only ever going to look at these types of factorization, okay? We're only going to look at this type of factorization. There are only 5 different types, or 6 in grade 10. Okay, I can say 5 because one of them is actually a derivative of the other, but we're only going to look at these 5. Okay, so we're going to get, first one is always, undoubtedly, my highest common factor. Okay, my highest common factor. And I'm going to say, before we continue, that our highest common factor, guys, is always, sure, listen, I'm going to take your question in just a second, my sweetie. Our highest common factor is always the default setting. Okay, answer me in the chat, guys. Do you guys know what a default setting is? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. Do we know what a default setting is? No. Okay, that's okay. We're going to explain. I'm going to explain what a default setting is. Somebody said yes. Caleb, awesome. Caleb knows exactly what a default setting is. Excellent. So a default setting, have you guys ever bought a new phone? If you guys have ever bought a new phone, you know when you, yes, that's it, Mawande. Okay, when you open a new phone, there is only a few things on there. There's nothing inside the phone. Okay, so it's like you haven't installed your Instagram and your Twitters and your TikToks and your Snapchats or anything like that. The phone only has its default settings. Like it's only got the Google installed and it's got like the App Store installed. Okay. Okay. Only has the thing, that's it, and the default setting also has the Watobe app. Yes, good. And that ugly Vodacom wallpaper in the back that I change immediately, that's what default setting means. Okay, it means the first thing. First thing. This is what default setting means. It means the first thing. So whenever the instruction says factorize, if the instruction ever says factorize, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for the default setting. Okay. All right. So whenever we see a question, we first check to see if there's a highest common factor. I'm going to ask you guys again, what is our default setting? Tell me in the chat. Our default setting is not, no. What is our default setting, guys? Our default setting is not 5. What is our default setting? That's it, Caleb. Caleb's got the right idea. Our default setting is always the HCF. I'm going to say it again, guys. Our default setting is to look for an HCF. Let me ask you guys again. Whenever they say factorize, what is our default setting? 100%. 100%. Excellent stuff. All right, Lesego, let me take your question very quickly, my sweetie.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, my sweetie, what's up?
Ma'am, so since I've already written paper 1 and 2 for maths, I have a question about simplifying. See the one where they're in bracket form and like there's exponents. Yo, it stresses me out.
Okay, that's okay, my sweetie. Remember when we were in grade 8 and they told us about exponents, they said if two things have the same base, we always need to keep the base and we need to add the exponents. Yes, that's how we end up with things squared. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, same with this one. I've got a b times a b. They both have an exponent of 1. I'm going to keep my base at the exponents. Now, I don't want you to worry too much about this exponents part, Lesego, because we're going to look at exponents. Okay, on Wednesday, we're going to look at exponents in a little bit more detail. How does that sound? And then we can, okay, and then we can look at questions in a little bit more detail. Okay.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Excellent. All right, everybody, give me an answer for number 1. You've got 15 seconds. Just type chat and done in the chat. I almost said chat in the done. Just type done in the chat once you factorize this. And I know that it's easy. And in Tangeni, I know factorizing ain't bad at all. See, I already knew. All right, just I'm going to have everybody double check their answer with me. Okay, I know that I can take out 5 as a common number. That's the highest common factor. And for my A's, I always take the one with the smallest exponent. So the smallest exponent will just be A. And for my B's, the one with the smallest exponent will be B squared. So that's what I'm going to take out here. And then remember, when we are factorizing, we're literally doing the opposite of simplifying. Instead of multiplying in, we are going to divide. Okay, so I'm going to take this whole thing and divide it by 5ab squared. Take this whole thing and divide it by 5ab squared. If I divide this by 5ab squared, I'm going to have 2a left plus 3b. Give me a thumbs up if you got the right answer. Did everybody get this answer? 5ab squared brackets 2a plus 3b. Excellent, Isayan, that's it. That's the one. Awesome. All right, let's talk about the next one over here. The next one over here that we always look for is a common bracket. Okay, it's a common bracket. Now, common bracket is kind of like HCF. It's like the same thing, guys. The only difference here is the highest common factor that we're taking out is a bracket. So, yes, Sifaro, you've already answered my question. I don't even know how to ask the question now. What is my common bracket over here with number 2? What is my common bracket? Let's say Pili is already done. That's it, Ntlantla, thank you. My common bracket is A plus B. And if I take A plus B out, I'm going to have X plus Y left over. Okay. All right. Excellent. I hope you guys notice if I divide this by A plus B and I divide this by A plus B, the A plus B's will cancel and what I will have left is X plus Y. Okay, so that's how we look for a common bracket. We always take the common bracket out and we look at what we have left. Okay, the next thing on the list is going to be grouping. Okay, grouping. And in grouping, we need to make sure, guys, whenever we see grouping, we always look for something that is 4 or more terms. How many terms do I have down here, guys? Count these terms. How many of them do I have? Good. I've got 4 terms. All right. I've got 4 terms. So I automatically know that I have to group these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first 2 and I'm going to see what they have in common, an HCF over here. And then I'm going to take the second 2, and I'm going to see if they have an HCF over here. All right, let's look at these first 2 over here. 18H and 45G. What do they have in common? Anybody? Somebody? That's it, Amy. Hello, Amy. Good. I hope everybody agrees with Amy. Amy's not the only one answering the question. Good. Kimotlu, that's it. Excellent stuff. We're going to take 9 out as a common factor. And Unati, I'm very thankful for the answer. Remember, other people need to follow along with us. Okay, so we're going to take 9 out as a common factor. If I take 9 out, I'm going to end up over here with 2H minus 5G. Now, what about over here, guys? In the second 2, what is my common factor over here? Good, Amkhalang. Positive or negative M, guys? Positive or negative M? It's very important for us to tell the difference. Is it a positive M or a negative M? That's it, Gyaleboga. That's it, good. It's going to be a positive M. Positive M, open brackets. And then if I take that out, I'm going to have 2H minus 5G. That's what I'm going to have left. All right. And this then brings me back to common bracket. And this is why I say there are 5 of them and not actually 6. I'm back to common bracket. What is my common bracket, guys? What is my common bracket? Very true, Ursula. Yes, Malarato.
Hi, ma'am. It's actually Gigi. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask. Ma'am, I missed my my terms around. So then my answer ended up being 9 plus M in brackets as a like bracket, and then 2H minus 5.
Absolutely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, because we're multiplying. Brackets mean multiply, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So 2 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2. Doesn't matter which ones you do. Okay. All right, my sweetie. Hi, Didi. It's so nice to see Didi here. I've been calling you Malarato because your name has been Malarato. All right, guys. If we divide by 2H minus 5G, we're going to have 9 plus M left over. All right. I'm not drawing today. Yes. So Aisha says, ma'am, don't you group them based on their variable? You absolutely can. Yes, you can. But remember, it can be the variable. It can be the variable or it can be the number. It doesn't have to be either. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. If we take the sum, and I'm going to move over to the side. Okay. I'm going to move over to the side. Here's what's going to happen. If I group them by the variable, guys, I'm going to take 18H and I'm going to group it with 2MH because they both have H in them, right? So I can have 18H plus 2MH. And then what I'm going to have left over is negative 45G minus 5MG. All right. Now, what is my common, if I take the first 2 out, guys, what is my common factor over here? What is my common factor? It's not just H. Good. Mawande, be very careful. That's it, Lindo Gushe. That's it. Good. It's 2H. We can take 2H out, guys. And if I open brackets, if I take 2H out, I'm going to have 9 plus M left over. Okay. Now, what about this one over here? What about these 2 over here? What is common? It's not just 5G, Lundogushe. Be very careful, guys. It's not just 5G. They also have the sign in common. So what are we actually taking out? That's it, Mawande. We're not just taking out plus 5g, we need to take out minus 5g. Good. So if I take out negative 5g and I open brackets, what am I going to have left over, guys? Look at it. If I divide here by negative 5g and I divide here by negative 5g, what am I going to have left over? Good, Mawande. Excellent. Right. I'm going to get 9 plus m left over. That's it, Kahelelo. Now, if you look at your answer, my common bracket here is going to be 9 plus m and open another bracket, 2h minus 5g. Do you guys see how we've made it to the same conclusion? It's just that my bracket has 2h minus 5g first, and then the 9 plus m. Your guys' one has just been switched around. Same WhatsApp group. You guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. It is, Amkhalang, it's magic. Magic. Okay, so you can do it either way. Okay, you can do the first way or the second way. You will get your mark either way. Excellent stuff, guys. Awesome. We're going to move down a little bit more. I need to move all of these now. Okay. Awesome stuff, guys. All right. So our next topic after grouping is the yes. You, Nicole, I was still talking. How? Nicole, let me do my job. Good. The next topic that we're going to talk about is the difference of two squares or dots. We call it dots, but it's not actually, it's not dots. We just call it that. Ah, Nebusito, see, I'm helping. I really am helping. All right, guys, let me ask you guys, what does the D in dots stand for? D stands for Aibo. Mawande. What does the D stand for, guys? Good. The D stands for difference. And what is the difference exactly? What is the difference in mathematics, guys? What is the difference? Good. It means minus. So the basic idea behind dots is that there must be a minus in between here. There must be a minus in between. If there was a plus here, if we had 25x squared plus 4, can I factorize that? Am I able to factorize 25x squared plus 4? No. Good. I'm glad you guys are with me. There must be a difference in between. Ursula, I love it. It's impossible. Actually, it's not impossible, but that's a different story. That's a day for another day. Okay, good. But we're going to go for that. We're going to say that it cannot be factorized. Okay, it is factorized. This is its simplest form. Unless we take out 1, which is pointless. Right. So we're going to then take this. And if we factorize dots, we normally open 2 brackets. We open 2 brackets, and we're going to put a plus in the one and a minus in another. Listen, I said no such thing. I said no such thing. The judgment, it's real. All right. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the square root of that first number and the square root of that second part. Okay. Square root of 25x squared is going to give me 5x. Well done, Shifaro. That's it. 5x and 5x. And the square root of 4 is going to give me 2. So I'm going to put a 2 here and a 2 there. All right. Give me a thumbs up if we're okay. Yes? Ah, excellent. Caleb is already done. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. All right. The next kind of factorization we're going to talk about is called trinomials. Okay. Trinomials. Some of your teachers might call them quadratics. Okay. Same thing. Same thing. All right. And funny enough, What does tri mean, guys? The tri in trinomials means? It means 3. So we're looking for 3 different terms. And what do we know about that first term, guys? What do we know about that first term? It must always have a variable that is what? Squared. Beautiful. It must have a variable that is squared. Excellent. All right. So whenever I see a trinomial, guys, I'm going to open 2 brackets. Right? I'm going to open 2 brackets. And then because there's a minus over here, I know that both of my signs need to be different. So I need to have a plus here and a minus there. Okay, X and X over there. Good. Like, first check if it's in order. I love that. Yes, you must always make sure that it's in order. All right, I want you guys to find me the 2 numbers that go over here and over there. Remember, the 2 numbers when put together need to make up -7. When minus from each other, they must give us -7. Lesego, in this case, it's already in the correct order. Nicole, when you say if there's a plus, what do we say? Mawande, your 2 values must multiply to give us 30. Yes, Kimotoko.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie, what's up?
I'm fine, thanks, and I, ma'am. Ish, ma'am, I'm tired. Ish, ma'am. A lot is going on, ma'am. Ish.
I'm sorry, we're almost there. Just 2 more weeks. We're almost there.
My mind is already frozen, ma'am. But I would like to ask my classmates, English. I'd like to ask my classmates what are the factors of 30? That when you add them or subtract them, they give you 7, -7.
Good, -7. That's the thing that we're looking for. And I think Ursula and Aisha have the answer for you, and Mawande as well. They've got the correct values for you. So does Inge. Love it.
Yeah, the bigger number gives you the sign of the bigger number gives you the sign of the middle term.
Yeah, true. And if the middle term is negative, then the bigger number must take that sign. I love that. Excellent. Like, I feel like you wanna teach the lesson for me, and I'm all for it. I could take a holiday. You know what I mean?
No, man.
Thank you. I see you learning. I like it. I like it. Awesome stuff. Guys, it's so good to hear your voices. Okay. It's so good to hear your voices. Like, just put your hand up and let's have a conversation about the maths. Okay, good. And for those of you busy judging my drawing skills in the chat, I see you. After school is after school. I see you. I see you guys. All right, let's talk about factorizing this little guy over here. Okay, actually, for the sake of time, we're going to talk about the last one. Okay, the last one over here. The last one over here is actually cubes. Okay, it's cubes. And it is the sum or difference of cubes. All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. If we look at a cubed, minus 1, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open a small bracket and we're going to open a big bracket. Okay. Now, this particular bracket, is it a sum or a difference, guys? Is it a sum or a difference? Good, it's a difference. So we're going to put a difference. We're going to put a minus sign here in the middle. Minus sign. Okay. Then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the cube root of the first number and the cube root of the second number. Okay. Then here's what we're going to do. Cube root of a cubed is a. Cube root of 1 is 1. Then this is how we're going to put all of these other things inside the bracket. Okay, we're going to take a and square it, and we're going to put it over here. So this will become a squared. And then we're going to take -1 and square it. And that goes over here. And that's +1. For the middle term, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a times -1, which will give me -1. And then I'm just going to change the sign. I'm going to put a positive in the middle. And then that's what we get in the middle, plus 1a. Ooh, 1a. Sorry. Thank you, Rotepile. 1a. That's all. All right. I'm going to change the sign of this little bugger here in the middle. Yeah, Mawanda is like, so we put the leftovers in the bigger bracket. Yes, we put the leftovers in the bigger bracket. Okay. All right, guys. Now, this is also a sum of difference of cubes, or sorry, a sum of cubes. We can just write that. It's the same DD. All right. I want you guys to factorize this for me. It is a difference of cubes. It is a difference of cubes. Okay. But I want to remind you of something, guys. Remind me again, what is our default setting? What is our default setting? Ah, oh, excellent. Not today, Ayanda. Only on a Wednesday. Beautiful. And that's your tip, guys. Your tip is that we need to look at our default setting first. Okay, so go for it, have a look at it, and then let us know. Sinoguhle, we're doing the 16y squared plus 4321. Ah, Amy, don't give it away. It's a cube, Isayan, so we must cube. We must take the cube root. All right, for the sake of time, I'm going to go through this one quickly. All right, Amy has already told us, guys, that our HCF over here is 16. If I take 16 out, what do I have left, guys, as a common factor? If I take 16 out as a common factor, I'm going to have y cubed plus how much? 72. I bought 27. Yes, 27. I'm like 72. Good. And then I can see that this thing on the inside is a sum of cubes. So I'm going to open a small bracket and a big bracket. And for those of you who are confused, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at it again. Take the cube root of the first number and the cube root of the second number. So we're going to have the cube root of y cubed is y, and the cube root of 27. And then we're going to put a plus in the middle. And then for the first term, guys, we're going to take y and we're going to square it. So over here, we're going to get y squared. And then for the last term, we're going to take 3 and we're going to square it. 3 squared is positive 9. For the middle term, we are going to take y times 3, and y times 3 is going to give us 3y, and then we're just going to change the sign. Instead of a plus 3y, we're going to put a minus 3y. So in the middle, we're going to get minus 3y. Okay, and that's how we can figure those out. Give me a thumbs up if all of that made sense. Yes, Aisha.
Greetings, ma'am.
My sweetie.
I would like to ask if for the common brackets, would it be wrong if you were to swap the numbers, like the brackets around?
Not at all, my sweetie. As long as the two brackets that you put together have something in common that you could take out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome, my sweetie. Well done.